So in this video, we are going to talk about DOM manipulation in React using useRef. We are going to compare how we do DOM manipulation in JavaScript using query selectors, how we can make it easy using useRef in React. So this is going to be the last video you will be watching on useRef. After watching this entire video, you will have a full understanding of useRef React hook. So I've just created a new React White app that you can see here on the screen. It's running on my local host. I'll try to implement DOM manipulation on this count button that comes with a default React White app. So we are going to try and change the color and the font styles on this button using DOM manipulation, and we will try and see how we would have done it without useRef, and then we are also going to see how we can do it with useRef. So before we do that, I'm just going to import my useRef here, and if I scroll down, that's the button where we are trying to implement DOM manipulation. So on this button, I'm just going to put a class name, and that's going to be my custom button. And here I'm just going to put an event listener, that is on mouse over. This is going to call a function handle mouse over. We don't have this function defined here, so I'm just going to go above my return and define this function handle mouse over. This is going to be a simple arrow function. To make sure it's working, I'm just going to console log mouse is over my button. So if we do that and inspect in the browser and go to the console, so here when I move my mouse over the button, I can see the console here. That means my function is working and my on mouse over event listener is able to fire the function. Now if I want to change the color and the font on this button when someone is going to hover over this button, I have to do some DOM manipulation in this function, and that's what we are going to do. So I'm going to start by picking an element. So I'll just create a variable, and this is going to be element, and we are going to pick the element by doing something like document dot get element by class name, and I'll be putting the class name here, which is my custom button, and this is going to pick the right element, which is this count button. And now if I try to log the element here, console log element, and do that, I should be able to see my button picked here. So it's able to pick my button correctly, and because this is like a array, so I'm just going to pick the first button that I get in this array by indexing it at 0. So this is going to give me the element, and now I have the element. If I clear my console, go over the button, my element is logged here. Now I should be able to do any kind of DOM manipulation on this element, which can be something like element dot style dot background color is equal to red. Now if I do that, my background is changing to red, but if I refresh it again, my background is back to gray. As soon as I hover over the button, my background is changing to red. And we can also choose to increase the font size. So I can also say, as I hover over this button, my font size should go to 20 pixels. So now if I refresh it again, I go over my button, you can see the font is increasing and the color is changing to red. That's how we do the DOM manipulation in JavaScript. We pick the element by the class name or the ID, and then we apply different DOM manipulation using element.style and then whatever property we need to change in that element. Now this is a JavaScript way of doing things. We select the element using document.getElement by class name in JavaScript. But if I had to do it in React, I'll be using a useRef hook. And now we are going to see how we can achieve the same DOM manipulation by using useRef. So we won't be using document.getElements anymore because that's how we do it in JavaScript. If I had to do it by using useRef React hook, so what I'll do is I already have a useRef here. I'm just going to create a new variable here, which is going to be button reference. I can name it anything I want. And this variable will be created by using a useRef React hook, and I'll be passing an initial value as null, and I'll use this variable, and on my button I'm just going to pass a reference, which is going to be the variable that we created using useRef. Now whenever this document is going to load in the browser, this element gets saved in this variable that we created using useRef. So now for picking the element, we don't have to do document.getElement by class name, we already have a button saved in our variable. So I can just say this. If I have to pick my element, I'm just going to pick it by doing something like button reference dot current. Now if I save this and inspect my app and go to the console, so here if I hover over my button now, you can see that we are getting the exact same effect and our element button is being logged in the console. But this time we are not picking it by using JavaScript. We are achieving the exact same thing using useRef in React. So I hope this gives you very good understanding on how to use useRef to do DOM manipulation in React. If you found a value in this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.